Hi everybody and welcome to our assembly. It's great to be here again, and you know, there's only this one and one more and then it'll be the end of term. Gosh, nearly time for the 6 weeks holiday. Now normally the 6 weeks holiday is something everybody looks forward to because it means a time away from school. But this year's a bit different, isn't it? Because this year you might have been away from school for a long time already. And by September, you'll have been away from school for 5 months or thereabouts. That's a long time. So it's not quite the same. But what is the same is that there will be changes and some choices to make in September. Some of you will be moving up the school from year 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. Those of you who are in year 6 now will be moving schools altogether. You'll be going to a whole new school, a high school. And so there'll be some changes and some choices that you're going to have to make. And sometimes that can be a little bit scary, can't it? Making choices and changing can be a bit scary. So I thought today, why don't I try and see if there's a way to help you through those changes and choices? And I thought I'd do it by using something you all know. And that is a box of chocolates. Heroes chocolates to be exact. Because there's lots of different choices in here. And you have to, when you want one, make a decision and choose one, don't you? So it is about choices when you get a box of chocolates like that. So I thought, why not use them to see about talking about our own choices. So let's start. What have I got to start with? Oh, I know. Let's start with these two. Now, there's some sweeties in this box that can make you very messy and make you very sticky if you're not careful. One of them is a caramel. It can make you a bit sticky. And the other one is the twisted egg. Now, who likes these? Oh, yes, some of you do. Not everybody. I don't like this one, but I do like this one. Not everybody likes them. But they've got runny middles, so they can get on your fingers and make you all sticky, and then you touch other things and everything gets messed up, and they can make you really messy, can't they? So what do you have to do if you get messed up with these? How do you clean it up? Yeah, you can use baby wipes, absolutely right. You can wash your hands, absolutely. What was that? Oh, somebody said, don't eat them and then you won't get messed. Well, you could go down that line, or you could maybe, if you're all dressed up to go somewhere, don't eat them if you can't get your hands cleaned. I think that's more important, isn't it? And in life, we sometimes mess up. We sometimes do things that are a bit messy. Might be we make mistakes in our schoolwork. It might be we mess up with a friend and we fall out. It might be we mess up at home because we don't do as we're told. But it's okay, because like with the sweets, you can get cleaned up from it. So if you've done something wrong in your schoolwork, well, you can start again. Ask the teacher if you can start it again. If you've messed up with a friend, talk to them. Make it right. If you've messed up at home because you're not doing as you're told, it's easy. Start to do as you're told and then it'll be okay. So it's okay to mess up. You've just got to know you've got a way to make it right. Okay? Then I thought, well, what about the rest of them? There are some chocolates. Now, these ones, I don't know about in your house, but these ones are the ones that are always left in the bottom of the box in my house. And that's the Eclair and the Dinky Decker, it's now called, or the Double Decker. They're always the ones that are left in my box because nobody really likes them. Sometimes they don't even know why they don't like them. And in life, there are lots of things we have to do that we don't like. But you know what? We have to do them. And just like with those sweets in the bottom of the box, if that's all there's left, you give them a try, don't you? So, give things a try. Because if you don't try new things, nothing will ever change. Imagine if you had never tried anything new. What do you think would happen? Well, you'd have still be doing things that babies do, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be doing things that you do. Absolutely. So you have to try things, and that's what. So what sort of things do you think you've done that are new? What sort of things have you done that are new? Come on, shout out, I can't hear you. Oh, you've learned to swim. Any more? You've been making things with cardboard boxes and all the stuff in the house that's in the recycling. That's brilliant. What else? You've been doing school at home. Yeah, that's learned a new skill, hasn't it? How to do it on the kitchen table. Yeah. It is good, isn't it, to try something new. So keep doing something new. When you move up in the school or you move to high school, there'll be lots of new things that you can try. And that's really important. So I've got some more here now. I've got a few now. So what about these ones? There's the whisper. There's the fudge. There's the twirl. And there's the crunchy. Now, they're what I call the old favourites. They're the ones that most people go for first. They're the ones that go first in the box, aren't they? They're the old favourites. People fight over them because they really like them. And there's lots of things that we do that we really like to do. And you know what? Just because things are going to change doesn't mean that they have to go away. Some things that you really like to do, you will be able to keep on doing. And that's really important. So what sort of things do you think that you do now that you will still do when things change in September? Anybody got any ideas? All right, your friends will stay the same. Absolutely, you will still have friends. That's right. You will still love sport. Doesn't matter what the sport is. Absolutely, some people are shouting football. Some people are shouting rugby, cricket. Whatever the sport is, yeah, you will love sport. If you love it now, that won't change. Dancing, if you love to dance, you will love to dance in September just the same. Okay, any more? Oh, I like that one. Thank you. Somebody said manners. If you have manners now, you should keep them even when you move on in September. So still remember to say please and thank you when things happen at school. Yeah, absolutely. And that leads on to respect. Remember to respect everybody. They might not always agree with you. You might not always agree with them. But remember, respect. And they're the things that are the old favourites, aren't they? Things like your twirl and your fudge and all the rest of those. They'll always be your favourites and you'll always have them with you. That's important. Have we got any left? Oh, one left. Now, what about this one? The dairy milk. This is the dairy milk. And what's so special about that, I hear you say? It's just a piece of chocolate, that one. Nothing special. But you know what? This dairy milk is what you might call old reliable. Because it's always been dairy milk. You know what you're getting. You know it's a piece of chocolate. And you know it's going to be good. And that's always good too. It's okay to be reliable. We need to be reliable. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sometimes we need to be the ones that keep doing the things we're doing so that other people will see that what we're doing is right. So we have to be reliable. We have to be the people that others can depend on. And that's absolutely right. Sometimes, though, we have to know that someone else is like this piece of chocolate. They are reliable and we can go to them whenever we've got a problem. When we get in a mess, perhaps. Like with the first ones, we can go to them because they are reliable. And that's important too. So know that you need to be reliable, but so do you need to know that other people are too. So what sort of things can you do that will tell people that you are reliable? I've got a cough and I can't get rid of it. I might need to have a piece of chocolate to help. What sort of things can you do that tells people that you are, if they're able to rely on you? Yeah, absolutely. Always do what you say you'll do. Don't say it and then not do it. Yeah, anything else? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, be on time. If you're going to meet somebody or do something, be on time. Never tell a lie. Yeah. Always listen. That's really important. And always do what an adult, the teacher or your parents ask you to do. You know, you're all just brilliant with getting these answers. You really are. But then, of course, the other thing that this box teaches us is that it's good to share. You see, there's a lot of chocolates in this box. And if I was to eat them all by myself, well, I think I'd feel a little bit sick. So I'm going to share these with my grandchildren when I see them tomorrow. And when I share them, that'll make them smile, which will make me smile. So sharing is really good. And that's something else we can learn. That we make good choices, that change isn't anything to be afraid of, and that it's all going to be okay. And that we need to share with others. We could share the things we're afraid of and get help and support. We can share the things that are good, and that'll make other people smile and make them happy too. We can share any achievements, anything we do that makes others feel proud of us. We can share all those things because it's good to share. So I hope my box of chocolates has helped you to know that there's nothing to be scared of about change, and there's lots of choices you can make, and whatever you choose, it'll be all right. Sometimes choosing something new, sometimes choosing the things that you know are familiar, and sometimes even choosing the stuff that's messy, so long as you know that there's a way to make it right. So my box of chocolates says that you are all heroes, because you are. You are all heroes, and that's the great thing about it. So we're going to sing a song, and we're going to sing a song by Dougie Doug Doug, and this one is called I'm Incredible, and it talks about how we are not superheroes, but we are all still incredible because God loves us. So let's sing together, shall we?
I'd like everybody, please, to salute. Salute the person next to you, say, hello, Captain. Salute the person on the other side, say, hello, Admiral. Bend your knees, everybody. Are you ready to run around? 2, 3, 4, let's go! Woo! I've got your knee. Here we go.
I'm incredible, not always sensible. I'm fairly bendable, just not too edible. I am incredible, my words immeasurable. I have a pricelessness to God. No good at crushing buildings with a twist of my wrist or a flick of my fist. No lasers in my eyeballs, no X-rays, death rays in my fingertips. I am incredible, not always sensible.
I'm fairly bendable,
just not too edible. I am incredible, my words immeasurable. I have a pricelessness to God. No good at getting airborne, I just barely flop, explode with a great plop and spread out like a pancake. Oh, you'd lose your fuse finding all the bits. I am incredible, not always sensible. I'm fairly bendable, just not too edible. I am incredible, my words immeasurable. I have a pricelessness to God.
let's go this way.
I'm not a superhero, not much good in fights, really bad in tights, but God says I'm amazing, and in me did He put all that He needs for me to serve Him faithfully. I am incredible, not always sensible. I'm fairly bendable, just not too edible. Yeah, I am incredible, my words immeasurable. I have a priceless.
Are you ready to run around? I am incredible.
Not always sensible. I'm fairly bendable, just not too edible. I am incredible, my words immeasurable. I have a pricelessness to God. I have a pricelessness to God. I have a pricelessness to
Big cheer.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that song, and it tells you that you don't have to be able to fly like Superman, you don't have to have X-ray vision and all the rest of those superhero things to be a hero. You are a hero, and you are loved. You are loved by God, you are loved by your family and your friends, and that's what matters. So never be afraid of change, never be afraid to ask if you need some help, never be afraid to rely on someone else, but to let others rely on you too. So always be there for other people, but always go to somebody else if you have anything that you're worried about. Okay? And next time you eat a hero, let it help you to make those decisions. All right? So we're going to end the way we always end, when we ask God for that help, and we're going to end by saying the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. So have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you next week for our very last one. And can I just say thank you to all of you who have done prayers. As I asked last week for prayers or pictures about what end of term or change would look like. I'm going to use them next week in our final one, when we'll talk a little bit about how to ask God to help you as things change. So that's when we're going to use your prayers. So if anybody hasn't done one yet and wants to, please do. And if you can send them to South Crossland Junior School, if you look on their website, you will see they've got a Twitter feed and they'll be able to put them on there for me to get them. Is that okay? Or you can email them straight to me, of course. All right. So please do send me any prayers or pictures for next week's final assembly. So bye for now. Have a good week. Bye.